What's going on, guys? It's Nick Wright from NWB. Welcome to the channel all about just bringing the sport of bodybuilding out there. I am myself a natural, competitive athlete, 21 years old, just turned, heading into the Mr. Muscle Beach Championships 2012 out in Venice Beach, California on the 4th of July. I hope all of you can join me there. We are 3 weeks out, a little bit over 3 weeks out today. Very low carb day. I've only had about 100 grams of carbs and it is about 10 p.m. Just got home from work, managing my own GNC now, moving up the corporate ladder in that just for the time being. And then actually later on this week, Thursday, day after tomorrow, I will be heading into New York City to film with Apogee Media, a major media studio. They do all the professional DVDs and they also work with a bunch of TV networks. And I'll be doing a big project there to expand NWB. So basically I'm slammed. On top of that, I'm also in a committed relationship, of course, and trying to maintain that with my girlfriend. So being 3 weeks out, managing my own store full time, traveling for NWB, just the dieting in general, it takes a toll mentally, and honestly there's a lot of conflict that's been going on in my head. It's been getting real hard to find time to make the videos for you guys and interact with NWB and keep that alive, and manage my store at the same time, and obviously dedicate the time my girlfriend deserves. And you got friends and family and everything else in between as well. And then the conflict really just comes, which is more important to me? Which do I feel like standing by? And at the end of the day, of course, you guys will always win. You are my team, NWB. I don't have the best physique. I don't have the most knowledge. I am simply another amateur athlete like many of you who is doing bodybuilding, the lifestyle, the actual lifestyle of taking control of your self-image and molding it to how you want. Your self-image is everything. It's what dictates your confidence. It what dictates how you carry yourself. It's what dictates how you handle jobs and relationships. It's everything. And bodybuilding, whether it's competitive or not, is literally just allowing you to fully grab a hold and take control of something that's so vital and so important and affects us so greatly in a life that we don't have control over much things in, and really just mold it to how we want to mold it. So that's what I'm trying to get out there, just give you guys something you can all relate to and share with me. Basically what I wish I had when I just got into bodybuilding myself. So we've since built up an amazing team. It's 10 p.m., 100 grams of carbs in me, 3 weeks out. I'm going to go hit chest in my basement, my original dungeon. Got a lot on my mind, a lot on my chest. Some good, some stressful. Either way, I'm just going to put it all into the weight tonight. Blasting out my chest. It's going to be a mean one. 3 weeks out, this close into the game. I'm about 158 pounds at 5'7". Measurements are all still the same. Still got, I don't know, arms are like 17-ish right now. Legs about 25, so we're just going to do it. At this point, you're not gaining any muscle, so there's no point in doing high volume. There's no point in trying to blast out hypertrophy. It's really just maintaining and keeping the muscle active and alive at this point. So without further ado, guys, subscribe now. Enjoy it. Just like last time, I'm about to dive into N0. I actually just took it about half an hour ago and it's kicking in well. A whole lot of thermogenic energy. Stuff's insane. You know where to get it. Cellucor.com. Use NWB as your discount code. Gets 20% off and free shipping. So that's that. This is this. Let's get it. The biggest misconception I always hear is people thinking that light weights and higher reps is what gets you ripped. Light weights and high reps does not do anything to help you get ripped at all, and in fact it's completely useless because it's not even stimulating muscle growth. You see, weight training should only be used for building muscle mass, and that's it. That doesn't mean you have to be bulking up. That doesn't mean your goal has to be get big and bulky. It simply means you're stimulating muscle growth by using weight training. Your cardio and your diet is what's going to get you ripped. You see, think about it. What does ripped actually mean? Ripped simply means your body fat is low enough where you can see the separation between each individual muscle group. That separation is what gives you those lines and rips in the muscles. The only way you can get that separation between each muscle is by building up each muscle to its max potential. And the only way you can build muscle is by hitting muscle hypertrophy when you work out doing weight training. Muscle hypertrophy is reached by using heavy weights in an 8 to 10 to 12 rep range. Now, me personally, I go down to about 6 reps because I like incorporating some power training in there. 6 reps or lower is power training territory, and that's only going to build you strength. It's not going to really build you a whole lot of muscle mass as far as looks go. But likewise, anything above 12 reps, again, is really only working on your stamina, and it's not going to stimulate muscle growth of any sort. It's really just a wasted workout. So even if you're on low calories and you're cutting down this close to a show, I personally am still using a 6 to 10 to 8 to 12 rep range, and I'm still going as heavy as I possibly can. I just don't do as high a volume anymore because there's no point. I don't have the calories to even add any muscle mass at all. You simply can't gain size at the same time that you're cutting. It's one or the other. So there's no point in trying to go overboard with the training because I'm not going to add any muscle size. At this point, I'm just activating the muscles to keep the muscle active, to keep it pumped up and keep it full, basically maintain while my diet and cardio continues to burn fat until the show. Now, today I'm very low carbs. That means I'm very flat looking. Flat basically means you're carb depleted, you look softer, you look smaller, you're not as full, and you can't get as good as a pump usually. You don't have all the veins coming out. It happens. It's normal with carbohydrates being really low. Me personally, I happen to be really sensitive to carbs, to the point where people who don't even know ass from elbow about physique or nutrition will even comment on how different I look on a low carb day. You know, they'll be like, did you stop working out, or do you not eat anymore? But then they see me on a high carb day, on a refeed day, and it's a whole different story. The veins are out, I look fuller, I look harder. So anyway, I figured I'd show you guys what I look like now at my flattest, just so you guys can see the difference for when I finally show you what I look like on a refeed day. So this is me 3.5 weeks out from the Muscle Beast Championships, basically just going to have fun. You know, big shout out to Barthel Fitness. He's carried an amazing attitude right up until his show. He recently just did a show, and he looked great. I think he placed top 5, if I recall correctly. But more importantly, that his attitude is just amazing. He was all about just improving his own physique, just being better than himself last year. And that's all you can do. I wish I had the physique of some of these YouTubers. I don't. And all I can do is just work with what I have. Improve on my own physique, and I'm happy with that. And I'm going to step on stage because it's fun. That's it. That's what it should be about, guys. Not constantly tearing each other apart. So that's it. Bodybuilding, guys. It's fun. It's a lifestyle. It's a great sport to get into. 2 sets of bench pressing, 2 sets of dumbbell press on the incline, and 2 sets of dumbbell flies with 3 sets of a burnout machine press. Real simple, heavy, 6 to 8 to 10 reps. Not a whole lot of volume. Just basically keeping the chest active and maintaining up until the show. So subscribe, guys. If you have any questions at all, visit my Facebook page right in the info box. NW